Hi Taurus, welcome to your 2018, October 2018 reading. Thank you guys so much for being there for me this past couple months. It's been hectic. It's been hectic for everyone, not just me. So thank you guys for sticking around. So I'm going to get started and just shuffle and see what comes out. Okay, first card slipped out right here. We have Six of Pentacles. So dealing with Six of Pentacles, we have some certain karmic energy coming in. October month is karma month. So what this means is giving back, and what you have given, you will receive, you will get the karma you deserve, and you will see other people get the karma they deserve. And also, you guys are having some interesting trust issues. There's kind of a saying I always like to think of when it comes to trusting people, and it's always watch their feet, not their mouth. So if someone has lied to you in the past or is currently lying to you, a good way to watch for if they're telling the truth or not is watch what they do, meaning watch their feet, watch their actions, not what they're saying. So and that can go with if they're telling the truth or if they're lying. So if they say they're somewhere and they, and you think they're lying, then really look at where they really were and don't just automatically assume. So I know everyone has some level of trust issues, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Taurus in particular this month, especially Venus just went retrograde in Scorpio today. So there's a combination of trust issues and with you guys, love and finance combined. So you guys are having a kind of a revamp of how to mix your relationship with finances, or if you don't have a relationship, mixing your finances with people around you, or you might find yourself buying more things, shopping, watch your shopping habits, especially this month. And Eight of Swords. This is kind of a typical card to say feeling trapped, mentally imprisoned, because you are not trusting this person or people anymore. And it's only hurting you, because if you really don't trust someone that much to the point where you've given so much and they just keep lying and lying and lying, then it's time to go. Time to figure something out. Or if you want to stay with this person, they've lied a couple times and you're willing to forgive them, which, I don't know, some people are very forgiving. Taurus, you're like, not me. Some people are, some Tauruses are actually. That's not fair to say. But Taurus in general, no. If you're willing to forgive and they just did little white lies to not to deceive and take things from you, but just because they were uncomfortable with their own selves, then if you start to open up your perception and you start to see what their feet are doing and what their actions are based on what they're saying to you, then you can really start to know if they are telling you the truth anymore, or they started to, or they might be, trying to change. So watch that and watch out for not trusting anyone ever again, because that's not healthy. You don't want to do that. That's digging yourself in it's in a pit that you can never dig yourself out of. Once you make that decision that you're never going to trust anyone ever again, then you're putting that energy out there. And it's just like, if you guys have heard of CBT therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, a lot of that has to do with your thought patterns and your feelings, and then those becoming actions. So if you guys understand, it's pretty elementary to look at it on a triangle, but then when you try to do it in your head, it's kind of complicated. But instead of being imprisoned in your own mind and thinking like, this is going to happen, they're going to lie, they're going to cheat, they're going to whatever it is, if you keep thinking that's going to happen, then that's all that's going to happen, because you're creating that in your own life. So if you start to think, well, this person is trying to change and they want to tell me the truth and we'll see what their feet does, then yeah, we'll see, you know, what their actions are. Then yeah, that could be great. Then those thoughts and feelings will become those behaviors in a positive way. Okay, so here we go with the World card coming into full completion, having that, you know, for lack of a better word, karma coming in and seeing other people get their karma. Because trust me, if people have been lying to you, you'll know who it is if you don't already this month, and you'll be able to close that circle and finally dig into who it is and why they did it and have that closure, instead of being in denial about it and floating down that denial river and kind of just always feeling like you're a target of a lie or of deceit. Because that's not how you want to live your life, you know? People always get lied to daily. Every sign gets lied to. And you just have to decide if you're going to see everyone as a liar for the rest of your life. And because if you don't have trust and you think everyone's going to lie to you, then that's what's going to happen. That's what you're setting up for yourself. Okay. On the 8th, Mars leaves retrograde shadow, which means doing inner shadow work, which I know a lot of you guys understand. Progressive Tauruses understand that it has to do with communication and the way that you communicate to people. So this is a good example with the World card here. Getting what you asked for, having things come into full completion, getting to communicate how you actually feel, and working on your reactions instead of having, you know, an outburst of anger if you think someone lied or if they did lie, or instead of getting emotional about it, you can start to learn and see how you're reacting, because shadow work has a lot to do with your inner traumas and your inner turmoils and the way that you feel about certain things, and then that makes for how you react to certain situations. So we're working on that. And then on the 8th, we also have New Moon in Libra, which is about relationships and friendships and working on those and seeing how the person actually is instead of what you think they are and your perception of them. And that can go with positive and negative. That can go with, I think this person is amazing and I'm blinded and I'm in denial by everything because they're so perfect. And then actually, you know, peeking through the curtain and seeing who they actually are and how they actually treat people around you. Or it can be in a different way where it's like, I don't trust this person. They're such a liar. Like, I'll never trust them again. Like, I hate them. And then you peek behind the curtain and you see, okay, well, they're not so bad. They're actually trying to give back and they're actually doing good things for themselves and others. So you'll get to see little bits and pieces of how people really are versus your perception of how they are. So that's what's going to happen. And the trust thing also has to do with, okay, here we go. So the Hanged Man came out. I was just going to say patience. It has to do with patience with yourself and patience with other people. And enlightenment, patience, you know, Hanged Man here. That's exactly what it is. So of course it would come out because that's what you guys, you know, need to hear right now. A lot of you guys. Patience comes quicker to those who are not in denial. Does that make sense? So like, I can work on my patience if I know that I am an impatient person or I procrastinate with certain things and I get irritated at people easily if they do one certain thing that pisses me off. Once I recognize that, and once a Taurus recognizes that, they get to really work and see how patience can benefit them and how we could turn this into this, right? How we can turn our mental prison into a world full of beautiful completion and earthy abundance and all the, you know, silly things that I like to say. Patience is our greatest value. Yeah, that sounds good, right? Okay, I'm pulling a goddess card now. And I don't know, I want you guys to work on trusting more. And if someone is worthy of your trust, then work on that. And if they're not, let it go. Let them go. You go. If you don't have trust, you don't have anything. That's what I like to say. Some people may not agree, but if you don't have trust, you don't have shit. All right, here we go. Woo! Ah, ha, 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 ha. Delight. Okay, that's fantastic. So it is, sorry, it's the lighting. Okay, so Three of Wands is delight, and it's an Aries card. So what that means is Three of Wands is about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's about going in uncharted territory. It's about paying attention to what's around you and just going forth into it. So, and also delight is about coming out of the darkness into the light. So laughing through the pain, laughing through the darkness, and coming out on the other side. So that is perfect for you guys because there's no freaking way that we could get through this month without doing shadow work if you've not already done it, and without looking at what we're in denial of and starting to trust a little bit more and have that patience and that value of strengthening your inner self and the way that you react to people, and the way you love, and the way people love you. Okay, that's good. I'll leave it there. And of course, as always, if you guys want a private reading, my link is down below, julanameredith.com, and you can book directly through there. And also, you can follow me on Instagram at Palladian Star Goddess Tarot. It's linked down below as well. And I do contests on there every month to win a free reading, so it's super easy to enter. Look for the November one. That will be coming soon, and I'll see you guys on there, or I'll see you next month. Bye, Taurus.